Hello everybody, Dr. Goji here, and welcome to the Queen Mary Hotel. Now, I believe this is a one-to-one scale replica of the actual ship in real life. You can find this map over in a game called Rec Room. I am currently playing the game now. And so far, the ship looks absolutely magnificent. Now, one of these days I really do want to visit the Queen Mary, specifically just to see the ship in general. But I can't as of right now, because for one, not exactly the greatest spot for traveling right now, but exploring via video games is the best that it's gonna get. So, let's begin, shall we? So, starting off here next to the Queen Mary, which all of this is true to real life, by the way, like this setting and all that's around, which can fly, so... Next to the ship lies a submarine that was in a battle with the Queen Mary at one point. Or not fighting against the ship, rather protecting the ship at one point. I'm glad that they added that. Going further back, there is a lifeboat on display. Now this is one of 2 or 3 lifeboats that are still left. The other ones were not too long ago, or in my case, quite a long time ago, because all of them were taken off because they were very old and filling up with rainwater and falling apart, and they were taken away and regrettably destroyed. So pretty sad. But yeah, I'm gonna start the tour with the very tippy tip at the bow, and we'll make our way to the stern. First things first, though. That is one hell of a view. Standing here at the bow, which there's a little bell here. I think that's for crew members standing on the front, like, oh dear Scott, there's an iceberg dead ahead. But this is where all the main heavy equipment for like the anchor chains and stuff would be, and mooring bollards and areas where ropes can be attached, which that can be seen right there, connecting to the dock. Pushing aft a little bit, which what they call it in the business. Multiple stairways going down and then back up onto another, like, forecastle deck. And a bridge down the center. Going across, just in case if you don't want to take the extra detour to get across. That is crazy cool to look at. Now, pushing back even further, there are these stairwells that go up onto this bit of the forgot what it's called. Not forecastle. It's don't have to care right now. This would go right into a doorway, which would go right inside. But unfortunately, this model does not have interiors, so that's a crying shame. But you do get really nice here. You get a really nice big open view over the bow. Really delightful stuff. But it is now time to fly. Another big looping section up at the front of the ship here. Now we are on boat deck. Which, yes, I was correct. There are 2 lifeboats remaining. There's a third one down there. Pushing aft a bit further, there's a few more stairwells. Hold on. Lovely. So, going up this way will take you into, like, crew spaces, and I believe back here, the model doesn't show it, but right here would be, like, 3 big squash courts, or tennis courts, or whatever you want to call them. Please let me know down in the comments. Another big looping area around the front here. Again, one hell of a view. Going up here. This takes us onto the bridge with the telegraphy things there. And again, I don't know how many times I'm going to say this to this episode. One hell of a view out of the bridge wings here. Just look at that view. Look at the overhang over the side of the ship, which, let me just take a look. Now, in real life, there are big petitions in front of the bridge wings here, because The floors are rotting, and there is a big hazard of people falling through the floors, which is a crying shame, because as a YouTuber named Spammels once said, bridge wings are some of the best things in the world, and I completely agree with his statement. Going over to the starboard side. Lovely. Now you can truly see the emptiness of all the lifeboats being gone as we make our way down the side of the ship, which, let me just show you a quick shot before we go any further. Those horns on the funnel, I believe they're called Typhon horns, which every now and then crew members will fire air through them and sound the horns, which they don't sound anything like they used to back in the day when they ran on Steam, but it's still pretty cool to let the horns still be able to function, to, give people a rough idea of what the ship was like when it was, still in service. Now, more big kind of areas for passengers to get inside the ship to, different dining saloons or lounges, which kind of creepy. Again, just a really beautiful ocean liner, which I believe Mary is one of the last ocean liners, true old-style ocean liners to exist. Yes, there's Queen Mary 2 and maybe the Queen Elizabeth 2. I forgot what happens to the Queen Elizabeth 2, but more dining areas here, which this is just lovely. You get to sit on the back of the ship and just watch the stars glimmer. Now, I believe a White Star Line ship actually exists. I believe it is the Nomadic. That's one of the, I'm talking about, 1900s ocean liners. Queen Mary and Nomadic are the last two true ocean liners to exist. Of course, you got modern liners like the Queen Mary 2, maybe the Queen Elizabeth, and the hopefully oncoming Titanic 2. Really sad that these are the only two true ocean liners to exist, though. Pushing down a bit further, we're almost at the end of our tour. Which, that right there, that big kind of walkway there, which actually let me just go onto it just so I can show you all. This is what crewmen or anyone, any ship historian would call the aft docking bridge, which telegraphs would be up here. And then to help guide the ship out of port, there's extra telegraphs and a steering wheel back here to help guide the ship away from the dock, just to make sure the stern doesn't crash into the side there. Not that it would need it anymore because it's out of service. No, I believe yes. And again, last time I'm probably gonna say with this episode, one hell of a view, which you can actually see the Queen Mary 2 right there. Yeah, which I'm gonna just get this out of the way real quick. I'm gonna just be completely honest. The Queen Mary 2 is not too much bigger than the original Queen Mary. Yes, it's bigger, I can tell very clearly, but it's not Symphony of the Seas type big. Yet again, she's not the newest of ships, so it's expected of her not to be the biggest. But yeah, we had a pretty big tour of the Queen Mary Hotel, which, again, one of these days I really do want to visit, but video games is the best it's gonna get for a while. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and if you do, get the free Jockey Milk. But anyways, goodbye everybody.